Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today I want to talk to you about something I think doesn't get talked about enough: sexuality and society, specifically pornography. We have had for years and years and years, oh, pornography, and some even to a lesser extent, sex is a great evil. Will be the destruction of society. It is a great no, no, it's not. It can be addictive, but you need to fight the addiction. Some people have addictive personalities. You know, I can't help but eat, eat, eat. When I was younger and first discovered uh, a link between porn and masturbation, you know, I spent as much time as I could rubbing them out. But, you know, after so long, you learn that, hey, I need to take breaks because I will get chapped. Yeah, it happened. Um, but other than addiction, we've got maybe it puts expectations in people's brains of what they think sex may be, which it's not. Which is one of the reasons I think we need to be more open about sexuality in our society, because this closed off idea and attitude we have towards sex is what makes porn bad, because that's what they have, kids have to learn from if they're hitting that age. We should be talking about it earlier so they're aware. To me, it's not an evil. It's a part of life. Sex is human. Masturbation is human. We now live in a society where pornography is common. We need to make people who are younger aware that, okay, this pornography exists. It's okay to look at, to pleasure oneself to, but, don't assume this is what sex is meant to be like. Um, yeah, pornography isn't some great evil. It's like anything else. If not applied correctly, then it can be damaging. But just destroying society, we're seeing this come up again because we hear certain commentators talking, oh, porn is destroying society. Really? 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 Is that what you believe? that porn is the great destructor of society. No, I don't believe that. Like I said, if it's not properly understood and applied, then it can be damaging, but it's not a destructor of society as many cry out that, oh, the evils of it. Oh my. Get over yourself. It's just a part of life. Deal with it. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's it's never this big evil. The ones I often see portraying it as a great evil are often those based on a Judeo-Christian belief that anything could be turned into a destructor of society. I have to disagree. We've seen this claimed on and off over the last few decades. You know, this rigid morality based ideology, when it tries to assert things, it never goes quite the way it should. Let's look at alcohol and prohibition as an example. There had been a push against alcohol and what it did to families by certain religious and women's groups. It eventually gets a prohibition on it. I forget which amendment. Within 20 years, that amendment goes, it gets torn up because it produced an even greater evil. You know, dealing with street crime and the illegal acquisition of alcohols, speakeasies, your 30s gangsters. That's where the great number of the 1930s gangsters, your Dillingers, your Al Capones, your uh, Babyface Nelsons, people like this, they came into being because the prohibition of alcohol opened a door that never should have been opened. Things are controlled now. It's alcohol is allowed. It's put at an age limit. We don't have the great crimes or gangsters we used to. But there's other things that have always been accused of being great crimes and evils. Comics used to be seen as something that was destroying a society, and the Comics Code Authority was created. Music, they thought music with certain type of lyrics would hurt America. You know, we had the debates in the 90s over music. It was like the late 80s, early 90s, pushing back on hard rock and rap and saying that the music's too disgusting for children's ears. And honestly, I see porn being attacked the same way. An overreaction, a cry from the whiny, self-entitled. Oh, as a believer, I must push back against porn. I've made it clear in the past that I think, you know, prostitution should be legal. I definitely think porn should be legal. That's between a person and themselves, or a person and their partner. If you like using porn to help, you know, a session get going, it just needs to be better understood. See, the difference between a truly enlightened culture and a religiously fundamentalist culture is the idea of understanding things, or just pushing them under the bed so you don't have to see them. So yeah, I just wanted to speak on this whole idea of that's recently come of porn being a great evil. I'll list the video I watched about this. So yeah, um, but as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.